family who has a lot of questions about that deadly incident in Norfolk.
They're preparing to hold a memorial for their loved one this evening. 25-year-old India Beatty was shot by officers early Saturday morning after they say that she pulled out a weapon during a confrontation. Police were conducting surveillance on a totally different issue when they spotted Beatty and two men arguing.
What happened after that resulted in Beatty's death, and this afternoon, live on Wavy.com, police updated us with more about what they know about the chain of events.
At 10 on your sides, Brandi Cummings was there when police talked about what happened. Brandi?
Anita, Tom, back at the scene today, employees at a business nearby where that shooting happened say Norfolk police investigators were there again today asking about surveillance video. You know, this is the second shooting in Ocean View in the past week, and today Chief Goldsmith spent time trying to keep the lines of communication open between his department and the community. According to police, early Saturday morning, 25-year-old India Beatty was arguing with two men in a parking lot on Shore Drive and pulled out a gun. According to police, when she did, officers doing unrelated surveillance nearby intervened.
They ordered everyone to show hands and to get on the ground. Two of the individuals complied. Miss Beatty did not.
Police say Beatty made a threatening motion, then two officers shot and killed her. During his news conference this afternoon, I asked the police chief to be more specific about the motion.
I'm not going to answer that question because I do not want to prejudice the Commonwealth Attorney, nor do I want to prejudice any further statements we may have to take.
According to police, this is the gun Beatty was holding. They say it's not real, but Chief Goldsmith says officers had no way of knowing that. Now there will be two investigations, one criminal, the other to see if policy was followed, both handled by Norfolk police themselves.
You know, we feel that we are capable of making this investigation and doing it fairly.
Today, 10 on your side captured Beatty's former co-workers remembering her at a memorial. No one from nearby businesses would go on camera, but the owner of Mona Lisa Pizza told me off camera Beatty had stopped by his restaurant but was turned away because they were closed. Because of the renovation, surveillance cameras outside aren't working. Saturday's shooting is the second in a week for the city. I asked the chief how he will work now to restore trust.
But we have to rely on making contact, and we have to rely on going out and talking to people.
And speaking of talking to people, Chief Goldsmith said prior to the news conference this afternoon, he had a conversation with a group of ministers, alerting them of what he knew about the officer-involved shooting. Again, trying to keep the lines of communication open. Now, as far as the two male officers involved in this case, we've learned tonight they're on administrative duty, which means they have no contact with any members of the community, but they are still on the force. For now, live in Norfolk, I'm Brandi Cummings, 10 on your side.
All right, Brandi, thank you. And you'll find more on today's story and our previous coverage right now on Wavy.com.